All right, and we are live.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boss.
So let me ask who the baddest. Compositions are classic. Ask me to blaze a track like I'd really denied a chance to prove who the savage. Hip hop addict. Spit hot lava and attack the track with cancer. Smash the cornerstone of your home like Carolyn did in traffic and hone every poem with lyrics sicker than average. I'm sicker than your average. The only rapper outside of Hammer you can't touch. Now adjust. Without attempt to adjust your dial. It's going down. I adjust my rhyme style with every 4 bars up. Crush the rhyme style, competitors will thought of. Ease the crowd's eye with metaphor stardust. And seethe more weed than author around you. Get your bars up, don't get tossed up. It's looking starstruck every time I start up. Cause when I start up, all I cause is large buzz. Spawn through y'all drawn and always on. I go on cause y'all ask me to please proceed with verse. That's like asking me to go beast or worse. So I'll beast the verse, traverse a quick cadence. Seal your hearse and disperse a rich statement. Blaze a scene till you need a strip facelift. Drain your chi till it's clean for swift taking. And leave you shaking. Can do a sick baby. Similar to the feeling of getting stricken by Raiden. Yo. Getting slit by Jason, getting kicked by Jade, and getting hit with a stray in the middle of broad day. To the villain, the J with a take over, Mos with a raid over, Nas with a J. Joe with a J, yeah, Joe with a game. Got I playing the Joe button the game. Show nothing but flames, bestow nothing but rage. Incinerate these like Shane's and Liu Kang, so don't ask me to proceed with verse, cause I smashed the first MC to burst at me. And anyone thinking of spitting a rare breed, don't even think about spitting a rare breed or WIB.
Okay.
So let me ask who the baddest. Compositions are classic. Ask me to blaze a track like
Twice. Okay.
All right. What's going on? Here with Sxvxnt. How we doing?
Doing good. Life is good.
All right. It's been a while.
Yeah, April, I think.
Yeah, about 8 months. Last time I checked, it's like 8 months, I think it was. What's been going on with you?
What's not been going on? It's been busy.
What's not been going on?
Yeah. The biggest thing is I've just wrapped up a 16-stop tour. That's from September 11th through November 14th. And played a few festivals, opened for a Grammy nominee, open for a legend. It's been a good run.
Now we ain't gonna just skate through that, open for, we ain't gonna just skate through that now. I want the details because I know you've been busy. I know you've been on tour. Yeah, so who did you open up for?
You remember the TV show Rhythm and Flow on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay, there's season 1 winner, a guy by the name of D Smoke.
Okay.
He was nominated for 2 Grammy, or he was twice nominated for a Grammy in 2023. I made contact with his manager back in 2023 when I won Rapper of the Year.
Okay.
And finally, he just dropped a new album, so we finally got him to come out to Charleston as part of his tour for his new album. That was the 14th of November. I opened for him, a little 10-15 minute set, a little light work, and it went well. It went really well. Yeah.
Okay. So like, how do you that was the first time you ever opened up for like a Grammy nominated, winner?
Anyone of that caliber, yeah. There have been a few underground, quote unquote, rappers that I've opened for.
Right.
But this was something entirely different. Like, we talking Grammy, that's a different caliber.
I mean,
right? So
yeah, that is definitely a different caliber. It definitely is. So like, were you? I know, and you seem pretty humble as well. When I met you the first time, like you were so humble and just so like calm spirited. Some people might think it's like kind of you being nonchalant, but that's not what I got. That's not the vibe that I got.
I get called I get called aloof quite a bit.
You get called aloof?
Yeah, I get called
That's
aloof quite a bit.
that's far from
Okay.
the truth. He's not aloof,
Oh,
y'all.
okay. Better
You
be.
shouldn't. Right. Okay. I don't care
Listen,
either. They
to
call all
some
types of
people I
things.
am. To those that care to know better, they do know better.
Right. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That's how.
100%. Okay, so this song Flurry, we just listened to, we just vibed out to. Let's talk about that. So how did that come about? Like, what is the meaning of it or the story behind Flurry?
At the time, I don't know. At the time, there was just like this massive swath of melodic rap.
Yeah.
That had just been kind of dropping all around me, and I wanted something markedly different. I was also listening to I had just finished a tour with an indie rock band, and we had done a few collaborative nights, like live, and so I wanted something that had a rock feel to it.
Okay.
And the producer, his name is Obi Anachebi. He's from Ghana. He sent me a beat pack that was in it. And so that's what came out of it. Just a whole lot of rapidy rap. And we went back and added some rock guitars. Originally, it was heavily sample based. We went back and replaced it with some live instrumentation, which is why it has such a big sound. And yeah.
Okay. So I had seen one of your videos when you were like, I guess you were opening up or leading into one of your songs, and you was like, I'm Sxvxnt and I'm a rapper. Just like
Yeah.
Just like straight to the point. I like that because it's like this is who I am.
I don't meet a lot of rappers who claim to be rappers. They say they're an entertainer. They say I'm a musician. They say I'm an artist.
Right.
I don't know too many rappers who introduce themselves and say, "Oh no, I'm a rapper." And so
I don't know, but I think but maybe it's that weirdness in me because I kind of like that approach when you you kept it short and to the point. I'm a rapper. It was, and you said it so confident. I agree. You are a rapper. You're an artist. You're an entertainer. You're all those things. But I like that you held your own and you stood 10 toes behind it. I'm a rapper. Straight like that.
Yeah. All the artistry and the entertainment, all that is secondary to rapping. Everything that I do, not everything, most of what I do is based in rapping. And so
awesome.
That's how I carry it.
Welcome, man. Stay focused. I see you in the comments. Appreciate you, man, for stopping through. Appreciate you. He's another artist that I've had the pleasure of meeting. When I hosted, I hosted this show a couple of weeks back, and I had the opportunity to meet him. So he's awesome. I appreciate him coming through, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, I like that approach. And you've always, again, you're consistent with who you are and what you do. Like, I haven't seen a different side of you yet, and I like that. I can honestly respect that about you as an artist. Yep. So you've been on tour doing all of these, these traveling things, and like how have you been managing that and personal life?
How have I managed it in personal life? My personal life has taken a massive step back. Social life has suffered, but it kind of has to, right? Like,
yeah, I know it comes with the territory, but I also believe in finding that balance too now.
I could use some work in that. When it's time to go hard with music, I kind of pour myself into it. When it's kind of take a step back, when it's time to take a step back, I really, really separate myself from it. I could use some work in finding that balance, but I enjoy the music blitz so much. It's
but see, I can understand that because I've talked to a lot of artists, rappers, singers, songwriters, and that's one thing that you all do have in common. So it's kind of like, even though I know that, I still like to ask that question because everyone's unique, and everyone's unique in their approach to their artistry. And I respect that. I love seeing it from different perspectives, angles. So, but yeah, I like that.
I also think you reached the point where, at least with me, so much
Mhm.
of my personal life and social life has become intertwined with music. A lot of my
Right.
favorite people, a lot of the people who I lean on most at this point are people who I've met through music. I mean, obviously I still
Right.
have my family and whatnot, but over the years, you reach a point where the two kind of just they begin to overlap like a Venn diagram, and
Right.
that's where yeah.
Okay. Well, I can respect that, and I can definitely see, how that can intertwine. I asked you a
Mhm.
question too. I remember when I first interviewed you. I was asking you
Mhm.
about, what do you feel about the support? That a lot of artists, they don't have that. And I remember you saying, well, they'll jump on when everyone else has done jumped on, and that's
Yeah.
really the truth.
Yeah.
It really is the truth, and that goes outside of music. That can
Mhm.
be any passion.
Yeah.
So I've definitely been learning. I've definitely learned a lot of things about myself, as well as, artists, and the things they go through and the stories that, behind their music. I find it very
Mhm.
interesting. That's just me.
Yeah.
But you've been doing good. You've been on these tours, and so let's talk about one of your most recent ones. Your most recent
Mhm.
tours.
Wind sprints. That was the
Okay.
one. Like I said, that was one from September 11th through November 14th. 16
Mm-hmm.
stops, 15 cities, spread out over North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. There were 5 festivals in there. There was the Carolina Indie Festival in Sanford. There was the Moja Arts Festival in Charleston. There was, hold on, let me think. Wild Rumpus Festival in Athens, Georgia.
Wow.
Uh, Festival of Sisterhood in Dahlonega, and I'm missing one. What was the other one?
That's a lot.
Melt Mural Festival in North Charleston. So yeah, so 16 stops, 5 festivals. Like I said, open for D Smoke.
That's
So
a lot.
And that was the closing event. That was the closing event.
That's, that can be
It
either one or two
was
things to
a lot,
people.
Michelle.
Yeah, it's a lot,
I
but
mean,
that could be one or two things. That can be a high, a total rush, or it could be
mhm.
one that just make you want to run to the hills and hide, But
Nah,
but that's how
nah.
you can tell who's no. But I'm saying that's how you can tell who's really in it. If you
Yeah.
sticking with your guns and you're going with it, and if you like running for the hills, then that this ain't your highway. It's not your lane. That's just how I see it.
The best thing about this tour, is that it was
Mhm.
self-contained. Like
Yeah.
I have a business partner who I work with. We run Sound of Kanai, it's our little imprint, and we did the whole thing
Mhm.
ourselves. Booked the entire thing
Awesome.
ourselves from start to finish. So it's not the first tour that I've been on, but it's the first one that I
Right.
like. No real outside influence.
Right.
There were some stops on there where people reached out and requested me to perform,
Right.
but I think 12 of the 16 dates we had to book ourselves. We had to call the venues. We had to reach out to promoters. We had to reach out to artists. Like I said, completely self-contained. And
I
so
can definitely
lots of
relate
learning
to that.
experiences.
It
Lots of learning
is.
experiences.
It is. And I love that. That's what I love about, what I do because,
You there? I think
you
we
know,
froze. Did we freeze?
I'm still going here on my end. Not sure what's going on. Let's see there. You good? I'm here. Um, can you hear me, Savant? Because I'm not further. I think we're still going. I think we're still going pretty good. I don't know if you're having like any
Can
technical.
you hear me? Am I coming through clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. There was a
Okay.
lag for a second. I couldn't hear you.
Okay. How about now?
Okay.
There must be still. Is there still a lag? See what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on, but what I am going to do is I'm going to hop into.
I have to do a little bit of editing.
Another.
Okay, let's do it. We good. Let's keep rolling.
Okay, I'm good now. Am I coming in on good? Like on time? I think there's still a little, a little delay. Can you guys right, I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what's going on. Not sure what's going on here. Hold on, you guys. My apologies, okay? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Someone put in the chat if you can still hear me and if there's any lag on your end, because I'm not sure where that's coming from. Can somebody put in the chat if there's any lag on your end? Please. So I'm not seeing any or hearing any. I think we're okay. So there's no lag, Nikki?
TALLBAE, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, give me one moment.
I changed one of the settings.
Okay, how about now? Am I coming in on time now?
Yeah, I just changed one of the settings on my browser. I think that cleared it up. I think we're good.
Okay. Okay, so they're saying no lag in the chat. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, Nikki. Appreciate you. But we're just talking about Sxvxnt and how he's just finished touring. And this most recent tour was one of the ones him and a friend pretty much did on their own. I can respect that because, me doing what it is that I do, this is kind of like on my own. I have support. I seek advice from other people, but this is kind of like something that I had to like put myself, all gas into doing, which is the podcasting and so I'm excited. So I can definitely relate to you in more ways than one. So I appreciate that. So tell us, I've been checking out your music.
Okay.
And I want to definitely play another, hot hit for the audience as well. And you guys let us know. Yes, ma'am. All gas, boo. When I say I had to put all gas, yes.
Yeah.
You got to. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're good there, Sxvxnt. You're coming through fine. Before I play another one of your hitters, you got anything you want to say? And look at that.
Let me see.
No,
I mean, I'm here to answer your questions. So whatever you got, let's get into it.
I got questions for days. Okay.
I got answers for let's play a joint and then let's come back and talk.
Okay, word. Let's go ahead and put this on play, you guys. So I'm gonna play that Rock With Me, y'all. Okay, because this is one of the ones that I like. I really enjoy. So this is Rock With Me by Sxvxnt. Okay.
It's the emergence of Mr. Yiggy Yes. I bet you feel a burn in the center of your chest. No need to feel a nerve. What you feel isn't absurd. What you're feeling just confirms that you're rocking with the best. Yiggy Yes. Let the rest come and see us if an issue is had. You'll feel the blast when I'm finished with the pen and the pad. Then at last you see lyrics take a seat over swag. You'll be mad. Y'all picture that. Picture this. Picture something so perfect you find it peerless. The nearest pride finding the the dearest child after birth, father watching the seed as it suckles at the breast of the mother and beam. None can deride, delete, diminish the scene. None can decry, decrease this temper the being. Now picture all of that derived out of rhymes and beats, and that's exactly what you find when you're rocking with we finna, you dig it, we finna, you dig it, we finna, you dig it, we finna, y'all feel me, 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 we finna, we finna, listen to the sound of the PRG, you lift it from the ground with the SAV, y'all feel me, we finna, y'all feel me, we finna, y'all feel me, we finna. I'm picture perfect, I paint a perfect picture. Second member bringing the verbal elixir with a 616 and focus a split screen. Ambrosia, I spit seed for hopeless who sit fiending. Needing a switch and a change in the scene. Needing a fresh cheese and a change in the breed. Rare breed. R to the A to the R to the E. B to the R, double E to the D. Rare breed. Now I promise you've never seen an honestly better team. A tandem of MCs. Or you've never heard or maybe just never heeded. But this is the reason. Is it still teething? Meat's being served, let the adults eat. While you're sucking on a bottle, crushed carrots and beets. I said, it's being served, let the adults eat. While you're sucking on a bottle, crushed carrots and beets. You dig it, we finna. 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 Y'all feel me, 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 we finna. You dig it, we finna. Listen to the sound of the PRG. You lift it from the ground with the SAV. Y'all feel me, we finna. Everybody on the floor, everybody chicks on the floor. Rock with me if you feel this flow. Everybody on the floor, everybody chicks on the floor. Rock with me if you feel this flow. You dig it, we finna. 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 Y'all feel me, 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 we finna. You dig it, we finna. Listen to the sound of the PRG. You lift it from the ground with the SAV. Y'all feel me, we finna. Y'all feel me, we finna. Y'all feel me, we finna. It's the emergence of Mr. Yes. I bet you feel a burn in the center of your chest. It's the emergence of Mr. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Rock with We. That was Rock with We, y'all, by Sxvxnt. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a minute, y'all, on how to spell his name. His name is spelled Sxvxnt.
We discussed
and
that.
I like that. It's uniquely spelled. Okay. I like that.
There's a story there.
I want to hear about that. So I was going to ask you about that.
There's a DJ and a producer from, I want to say, Sweden, I think. His name is Sxvxnt. His actual name is Alexander Winter, but Sxvxnt is like a secondary name, and he's a really big deal. Like for a while, he had a deal with Universal Records. He has songs with Snoop Dogg and DMX. Like we talking about a real big name.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't really feel like tussling with him over the name Sxvxnt. And so just replace the letter A with the letter X, and it looks cool. It looks cool. And now I lived in LA for 7 years, and while I was out there, people started calling me Dos Equis because there's 2 X's in my name. And so I got a cool little nickname out of it. So
yeah you did. I don't know, but for some reason when I look at the name, I know it's Sxvxnt, but I want to say 7. For some reason, I don't know.
I have heard some.
Am I the only one?
No, you're not. I've heard a lot of very, very interesting pronunciations. Like some people have said it's I'm like, bruh, what? Seriously? Like
I don't know. For some reason, the XXN gives me 7, like for sure. Like I know what it's like, how it's pronounced, but it's like I don't know. Look at that. I'm not the only one. See, Nikki Nicole, she sent me too. I want to say 7, but it is very you. Huh?
It's Sxvxnt.
Yeah. It took me a while, y'all, to like. I was like, what is his name again? Like the spelling of it, it would throw me off. But I was like, okay, Sxvxnt. I like how that's like uniquely spelled. I can appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the story behind, Rock with We though. Let's talk about that, like the story behind it, and we'll dive more into it.
So most artists, I think, they choose to kind of build their momentum by playing the online game, the short videos, the cute dances, and all of that stuff. That's fine. That doesn't really fit my personality. For me, if I'm gonna build a listener base, a fan base, momentum, for me, I have to get out there and perform. You have to have songs that play well live. I had a record like maybe 5 years ago called Make Your Move, which rang off every single time I performed it. The problem was I didn't own the beat. And so I couldn't actually release the song. And so I needed my producer to, hey, send me something that's bouncy, something that we can actually perform live. And he sent me those drums and like a sample for Rock With We. And I'm a trumpet player. So I also, I played some trumpet on it. That's where you hear the horn punches from.
Right.
And then we just kind of recalibrated the entire instrumental. Then I went in and, the joint is the joint. It's meant to be, like I said, for live performances, for cookouts. I mean, anywhere people are just looking to move, that's the joint you turn on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was digging that though, and I feel like it's giving such a I want to say like a 90s vibe too. That 90s hip hop. I love that too. And I love that about your music. It definitely gives that I want to say mid to late 90s vibe. I love it. And even like some early parts of the 90s. I love that. And look at her. She said she played trumpet too. Because I was gonna go on that as well. Touch on that. I remember you telling me at the age of 8 and 10, you learned to play the trumpet and the piano.
So piano at 8, trumpet at 10.
Awesome. Okay. So out of all the instruments, which one is your favorite instrument?
Trumpet. Trumpet by far.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah, I feel like it's expressive on trumpet.
Yeah. I like that too, especially in your music. The kind of music that you do is that hip hop, makes you want to get up and, just vibe out, man. So let me ask you another question. What artist do you get compared to the most, if you do it all?
What artist do I get compared to the most at this point? Since coming up to Charleston, I've gotten Jay-Z a lot, and I don't get it. I don't understand.
You don't get it? Well, see, you got to look at it from the listener's point of view, right? So they can see again, like that up top. Well, me and I'm in the South, so we hear that kind of music. We hear like up north type, vibe.
Okay.
And depending on the kind of song, the tempo, how you pronunciate your words, some artists can give a little bit of the slightest thing, because that makes you remind them of that particular artist.
Yeah.
So I can see that. I can see them saying that, not completely Jay-Z, maybe, but maybe to them, yeah.
I've gotten that one. I've gotten LL Cool J for particular
I can see
records. Like for Flurry, when I kind of get a more assertive, a more aggressive bag, I get LL Cool J, like young LL.
I can see that too.
Bell's LL, you know what I mean?
I can see that.
I have songs where I'm a bit more emotive and I start singing and I get Childish Gambino.
Okay. Yeah. But see, that means I like that though, because it just shows that, what artists inspire you. So I like that. You're still uniquely yourself. You still give that vibe. Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all need to go to one of his shows. And I want to go to another one of his shows too, because it's dope. It's definitely high energy. It's he keeps the crowd moving. He engaged with the crowd, which is also important. So I love that. I love his shows, man. He's an awesome performer. He's a rapper, but he's an awesome performer.
I got told by one of my idols that I'm a rapper's rapper, which, man, I don't know if there's a higher compliment to be paid.
Oh, wow. Yeah. But see, I can see that though. I've seen some great talent, literally in the last 2 years. It's mind blowing, and I love it. And I love the mind of each artist. I love the perspectives, and again, believe it or not, I've learned a lot from artists.
Good.
because I feel like, we all have a passion for something, and the way they perceive things or do things, understand things, I'm applying some of those things in what I do as a podcast or what I do as a host of an event, And I feel like, again, I appreciate speaking with anybody who's into like music or spoken word or podcasting, because it just opens your mind up to a whole, bigger world, of opportunities and where you can go with things, because I'm gonna be sitting in my own studio one day, doing interviews, even on the red carpet. So that's kind of where I see this thing going.
What would you say is the biggest thing you've learned from an artist in the last 2 years?
Oh my gosh, the biggest thing that I've learned from an artist, most important thing. Wow. Most important thing that I've learned from an artist is, God, I can name so many. Well, I'm gonna tell you something my son told me. Don't give up was what my son told me. Keep going. And my fiance said the same exact thing. The same night. It was like confirmation. And my son's 15 years old, and I'm like, because he was like, he's in band. He plays a snare, so he hears a lot of stuff. And I was trying to like sing this song, compose this song, and
you be singing?
Yeah, I'm a feature in a few songs.
You ain't saying why you ain't saying nothing?
We ain't talking about me right now, but I got a few little hums and
few little hums. She said, "Okay."
Okay. So I'm working on this piece. Oh my God, you got me talking. This ain't supposed to be coming out yet, but yeah. So I was composing this song, and I was like, I don't know what counts. Sorry, I'm not doing it. It ain't for me. I'm gonna stay in my own lane. This is not it. But I get inspired by artists, and I used to write a long time ago anyway. Like write all the time. So my son told me that, and then I heard it again maybe an hour or two later. I was like, okay. And then when I didn't quit, I actually got back on it. I started hearing different ways the song could go, like even down to like my pitch, the tempo, the melody, even the harmonies in it, what I want to do with the harmonies. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so crazy. Like, I'm glad I didn't, So that, I know you guys go through those moments, where you're discouraged. But because you love what you do so much, it's like it still has that pull on you. If you're not able to find that strength in yourself to even move forward, I guarantee someone is going to be put in your path that likes that fire back up. And you're going to remember why, like, man, what I'm doing, I'm going to check myself, and you get on it. So I think that was the one very important thing that just happened like most recently. Again, I've gotten a lot of good advice from artists, man, producers, writers, other podcasters. I've gotten some great advice, man. And again, I feel like I'm a sponge. I love to learn. I love to ask questions. I love to engage, because I think that it brings together people, And you have to be careful for me, I'm very careful at the kind of music I listen to.
Of course.
Yeah. And I feel like, I'll take you more serious than someone who's, again, just playing around with it, because I can see, it's like, I don't know, like I know who's in it, who's really in it. For real, because it shows in different ways. And all artists, they have that same spark, that same glow. So and in the way they speak about it, the way they speak about it, it's like, I don't know, it's like y'all's love story, to your like self. So I like that. I could tell the passionate ones. I can.
Yeah. Those of us who are serious about it, it's pretty apparent early on.
It really is. About it. It really is. And not only that, when you can conduct yourself, as well as an artist is equally as important, because again, you want to, of course, attract quality people. And again, not the quantity of people, but the quality of people you want, to attract. So I get that. And that's pretty much what I'm, keeping in my mind all the time, even in this podcasting world. But no, as far as me singing and stuff, I'd rather do like, a feature or background vocal,
Let me find out. Let me find out you be singing. I want to hear some at some point. We ain't got to do it today, but
please don't put me on the spot right now.
No, we ain't gonna do it now. We ain't gonna do it now. I wouldn't do it. But at some point.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So what's next, man? What you got coming up in the next couple of months? I know the holidays are coming up. What do you have planned for yourself in the next coming months? Are you with me?
I am dropping this promotion. I'm here. We still on? We good?
We good. There was like a little drag there again.
Okay. I'm dropping a song early next month, and I have one more performance in Charleston at one of the city's top venues. This joint out here called Royal American. It has like most of the dopest shows that take place downtown take place at Royal American.
And that's in Charleston?
That's in Charleston. It's a mixed genre lineup. It's me, it's a rock band, like this southern rock band, and like
that sounds like it's gonna be so freaking dope.
It's gonna be a dope show.
What day is that on?
That's on the 5th, December 5th. Friday.
Gosh.
You trying to pull up?
Because they got a show December the 6th. That's why I was like, yeah. Like, I'm not hosting this event, but I wasn't going to show some support. Okay. But that's on a Friday.
It starts at 9. It'll be done by 1. But that's a trip.
And Charleston is like it's not I go there all the time. Well, not lately, but the drive is not bad either, though. But man, that sounds like it's gonna be so much fun.
Well, it's like 90 minutes away.
Yeah, about 90 minutes away. Not far at all.
Okay.
That's like a good album and some conversation, and we're there.
Yeah. It would be worth the trip. I promise you'd be worth the trip.
I know. I'll be seeing like y'all your videos and all your highlights. I'll be seeing them. Like, gosh, it's like it was a whole vibe. Like, just rocking out, man. I love to have fun, man. I love to just go different places and just. It's almost like you're traveling to different cities to try different foods. Music is food.
It is. It really is.
Music is definitely food. So it's like we can go out and wine and dine ourselves. Why not go out and listen to some good music to feed our souls? So I'm heavy on that. Definitely heavy on that.
If you want to make the trip, if you want to make the trip, let me know. Friday, December 5th, Royal American. It's me.
I will get back with you.
And Rooks and Raven. It's gonna be a dope show.
I will get back with you. I sure will. Because I know that I get off like at 5 and the show starts at 9. Yeah, that's kind of close, but I gotta see.
Well, I go on at 9:30. I'm first up.
You first?
I'm first up.
Oh my goodness.
The bands that are on the lineup with me, they're bigger names in the city. So
and you're like, and I know you're like, I know you're always on time. So it's not like 45.
Well, so it really kind of depends on the audience, right? Like if we have a solid crowd at 9:30, then I'm gonna go ahead and take it off. But
and I'm asking because of the traffic too now.
What you need me? You need me to push the 9? I can push the 9:45. You need me to push the 9:45. What you need me to do?
I'm trying to see. We'll talk more on that.
Okay.
We'll talk more on that. Yeah, because that's like, golly, these shows, man. So we're going into 2026.
Yep.
You got these shows coming up. What's one of your like farewell 2025 plans, shows, or moments? Like, what do you have for yourself as a farewell to this year going into a new year? With your music.
I want to create a rap platform in Charleston. There's a lot of untapped talent in Charleston and not a whole lot of places. And so I want to kind of create that. There's a joint out on James Island called Rick House.
Okay.
And I've started this little bitty showcase called Rap A Lot, you know, based on the classic rap label, Scarface, Prince, you know, James, all of them.
Right.
So it's called Rap A Lot. On December 12th, I've got 3 rappers who are obscenely talented, but just for whatever reason, underexposed. Like, not a lot of people know that these rappers exist. And it's weird to me because they're so dope. All 3 of them, just astoundingly dope. One of them doesn't even live in Charleston anymore. Now he moved all the way out to Oklahoma. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But I'm going to put them on stage at the Rick House. The name of the event is Rap A Lot. It's Ray Deasy, Mahatma Mook, and Jay Shamar. And I'm going to make it into a quarterly event in 2026. We're going to do it 3 times for 2026. Yeah, that's. But it's going to start in December. That's going to be my farewell to the end, is to put somebody else on stage, and I'll host the show.
Look at you. And that's kind of how the frequency aligned, honestly. Like, because I had planned this last year.
Okay.
And I was working my way up until, again, just planning out everything and just storing everything in my mind and studying my plan, how I want to go about doing it. But things happen outside of my control, and some things didn't. But either way, it still kind of worked out in my favor because I'm still able to do something that I set out to do. And it couldn't have come at a better time. It's how I feel.
Yeah.
So I feel like everything just aligned itself out of my own understanding. But now I see. Now I get it. It's coming together. So I feel like that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
For me, my farewell to this year, stepping into 2026. Yeah, there's a lot of.
When is that event? When is your event? What day?
My event is this coming Saturday, November 29th at 8 p.m. 1210 West Evans Street, Florence, South Carolina.
Can you hold the ticket for me? Can you hold the slot?
Yeah, Open Mic Jazz. Oh yeah, you gonna pull up?
Hold the ticket for me.
Okay, then you gonna say you gonna pull through?
I mean, it's Florence, right? It's 90 minutes away. That's like yeah.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much, babe. Listen, I'm excited myself too. And come ready. So to my audience, listen, if you got any questions, drop them in the chat. You know, for us, our artist here, Sxvxnt, we're open to answering any questions. You know, any topics. I love to include my audience, man, because I feel like I have a lot of great people that I can talk to, and just we can have these conversations with substance versus bland conversations. So I appreciate good people and good conversation. So I do want to listen to another one of your tracks, okay? Because I've been over here just itching to play one, and then when it's called The Apology. I want to talk about that one. Yes. I want to talk about that one before I drop it on the audience. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. You want to talk about it after we listen to it?
After.
Okay. So y'all want to play The Apology by Sxvxnt. You guys, let's stick around, man.
Y'all reside in the center of your mother's iris. To see the glimmer in her eyes is your flyness, and I can't even lie. For me to bring y'all here at the time was something that I feared wasn't wise. And I minded selfish pride was 24 and 25. Itching to be mentioned with lyricists I admired. I'm prepared to be a father, didn't care to be honest, despite what was clear as your mom's desire. And so I apologize. The decision to end your beginning, it was mine. The decision of sin, of infamy is mine. A decision which rendered y'all a memory of mine. A memory I've tried to decline and even to dismiss. But I hear y'all speak with each movement of her lips. See y'all peek every time my eyes twitch. Feel y'all breathe with each breath she emits. And unrested, rests and rips at the seams of everything I thought I ever might have believed. And the denial of seed is nothing I'd ever dreamed I'd have the cowardice and gall to achieve. I wish your mother had admonished my weakness, but I ain't even trying to falter. I'm these. As a man, I should be honored and geeked at the chance to be a father, to harbor a sweet gift. Your grandfather's like a god to me, flawed sure, but we're all to be. What he accomplished in fostering seed, all in all inspired glee. All in esteem of all that inspired me. So why'd I falter when you called to me? Twice falter when you called to me. The first time was a call, the second was a plea. Forgive me for ignoring the voice of my seed, Lord. But he sees all, and he sees I wasn't worthy to be yours. Probably seeds in my nerve and my weak heart. And I agree and I yearn he won't be hard. Because I see y'all reside in your mother's iris. And see the glimmer in her eyes as your flyness. In the center of your mother's iris, I see the glimmer in her eyes, your flyness.
Never seen your faces, still your faces, still your place in me. So I steal my face to see your faces. Still I pray and plead and apologize. I
All right. Yeah, that's pretty deep right there, man. I can tell. Like, what's going on? Talk to me. Talk to us.
When I was younger, much younger, was in a serious relationship with someone.
Okay.
And we, what's the proper thing to say? We unexpectedly got pregnant. She got unexpectedly got, whatever the correct way to phrase it.
Right.
It was unexpected. And we were not in a good space in our relationship in general.
Wow.
It was around the time that I had really started to ratchet up chasing this rap thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was spending a whole lot of time away from home, and she wasn't happy. And I, frankly speaking, wasn't hearing her out. I was being a terrible partner. And so then, on top of that, she gets pregnant. She gave me the final decision on whether or not to keep it. And I told her it was a bad idea and that we should wait. That was July. Several months later, it happened again when we were in an even worse space in the relationship. So 2 times in a span of several months. And I regret it. I regret it. It doesn't weigh as heavily on me as it used to.
Right.
And I had to write that song in order to start actually healing from it. I carried the first 8 bars of that song in my head for about a year before I finally sat down and actually wrote the record. So yeah, that the song is me apologizing to the children for not bringing them here. The song is actually part of a trilogy. Part 2 is me apologizing to the mother. Part 3 is what I believe, because there have been times where I've dreamed about them. Part 3 in the trilogy is what the children have said to me and said to their mother. in response to, the decision that we made. Part 2 is probably going to drop sometime next year, and then part 3, probably the year after that. I'm teasing it out, but yes, it's a heavy record, and it's a record that it was really a song that I made purely out of catharsis. I had no intention of ever releasing it, but the people who heard, like people in my circle, heard the record and they said, "Yo, you have to drop this. Guys don't talk about stuff like this. This is not something that you hear men ever speak on. So you have to drop this record." And so I did. And it created a bit of a stir. There were some people who loved it. There were some people who hated it. There were people of a certain political persuasion who took the song completely out of context. It was, I mean, it created a little bit of a stir. Right. So yeah, that's the backstory.
And that's common, and I'm starting to see that as well, amongst a lot of artists, how, lyrics can just get misconstrued. Like the artist is the messenger, but then it's like people pick, I don't know, like they kind of pick and choose what they're hearing from an actual song.
Yep.
Versus just sitting down and letting it resonate with you.
Yep.
I personally love when, artists share their experiences through lyrics. I could tell this record, it definitely, is speaking from a place of, pain, regret, and also resilience, because, that is something a lot. Oh my God. And you said something earlier too, like a lot of men, I'm going to say a lot of men, are not given the spaces to speak freely of their emotions or be vulnerable, because of how society will perceive that. Right. And this can also trickle down into relationships, where you may have a woman who, is demanding to be heard and seen and let's communicate. That's when she's, articulating how she feels about things. But then when the man, he's usually kind of like, it's always in his mind to bottle these things up. I'm gonna listen, hear things, but we make it hard for you guys to. We can make it hard for you guys to feel safe in the space to talk about things, or even to other men, out of that fear of either rejection, embarrassment, whatever reason. So a lot of the conversations that we don't have, I feel like we definitely need to have and have them quite often. So I appreciate artists whenever they express themselves in this way, through their music. Yeah, so it's pretty dope, that you did that. You had the courage to, put this out and have it mean, the backstory of it being so, I don't know, just it hit different,
I sat on it for years. I was terrified to release that record, because I'm a preacher's kid.
Right.
My dad is a Baptist minister. He was a military chaplain for 30 years. So you can imagine how they would have taken something like this. So I was terrified to release that record.
Absolutely. And aside from your dad, being a minister, do you feel like a lot of that fear was from within as well? Again, maybe the shame and, the regret that you carried.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can understand that, but I love this. I love this record. I love it. It's deep.
It's one of those records people either love it or hate it. I haven't met anyone who was lukewarm or apathetic about the record. They either love it or they hate it.
Right. Well, and that's true. Love it or hate it. Either way, that's your story, part of your story. So we can't worry about who hates it or love it. Because at the end of the day, this is still a piece of you, a part of you. You gave birth to it, you know. So, you know, you have this. Yeah. So I want to dive into another one of your songs.
Okay.
But before I do, would you please let the audience know how they can follow you, keep in contact? Yeah, before we dive into more music.
I am on all platforms as Sxvxnt, SOC. So SXVXNT SOC. You type that in on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. That's it, because I'm not on TikTok. So any of those 3 platforms, you will find me. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Facebook. But Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Sxvxnt, SOC, you will find me.
And there you have it. Those are his handles, you guys. I also posted it here in the live. So please go check him out. Go follow. Go press that play button. Listen, because he's a dope artist, dope lyricist. Appreciate him. And yeah, I want to go ahead and dive into this other one here.
Playing next. What you got?
What I got next?
Is the Vow in there?
Got that 1800.
No.
But we're gonna go out with that one. Okay, we're gonna go out with that one. Yeah, I got the Vow. Give us a little something before or after.
The Vow is a love song. The Vow is, they are literally wedding vows that I turned into rap form. The first verse, my sister got married back in like 2014. And she came to me, she said, Greg, I want you to write something for me.
Right.
You want me to write your wedding vow? She said, no, but just write a song as if they were. I'm like, okay, cool. And so the first verse, wedding vows. The second verse is at the same time that I wrote the song for her, I was in a serious relationship and I was head over heels about the woman.
Oh.
And they told me that I wasn't going to marry her. So the second verse is what I would have said to her had we reached that point.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, the relationship that I was in didn't work out. So the hook is, and you'll see it, but the hook is kind of wistful, wondering what could have been, and it just all ties together. The name of the song is The Vow.
Okay, awesome. So you guys heard it from Sxvxnt himself. We're going to go ahead and dive into The Vow. Take a listen, let's vibe out, and let us know what you think in the comments.
As we have drawn into the single number, let no man ever draw asunder. May we stand as a source of wonder. In this land where a straw is stronger than love, but ours let it brandish and never slumber. Let it span over endless summers. Let it march under Michael's drumming and resound well across the galaxies and beyond. Let our match, fashion, and spawn withstand any assaults as we band together forever. Dear Lord, on one accord and course, create our chord of course and stand firm to this threefold, the secure in course, our soul in course, our lone resort. May we weather any storm that bombards our shores and soar. Higher his wings to the heights he would show. We settle into his arms in the light of his glory. If only you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of. You and I are something critics might call lacking in convention. Is different the light we shine on. Silicious whispers, our picture is mystifying stars. Even insist that our mixture is of divine cause. But this is fine cause, the paradigm's off. So may they witness the shifting that's been devised. Enlivened spark betwixt us is kindled by God. So may it never be dwindled, dim, nor die. Make it flicker so nimble, may it live and be spry. Make it singe the souls of cynics who vilify. May its heat permeate through the coldest winters of shy. May it embolden us as he shows in our center. Beholding to him, this never smolders, instead it thrives. The sound of his sizzling embers invokes a symphony's cry. Warms the innermost ventricle, nowhere that she resides. His own soul grows over droves when he is nigh. So you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of, so you and I love, so you and I love, so you and I love, beneath the eyes of. So you and I love. So you and I love. So you and I love beneath the eyes of. So you and I love. So you and I love. So you and I love beneath the eyes of. So you and I love as we unite love within this temple, a symbol beneath the eyes of God. Beneath the eyes of God. So you and I love as we unite love within this temple, a symbol beneath the eyes of God. Beneath the eyes of God.
Hey, that was The Vow by Sxvxnt. That's a nice vibe right there. I like that. And I could definitely see that, being played, in a reception, just vibing, man. So, and let me go ahead and rewind, okay? When I asked you about the artist you get compared to, then you was like, you heard Jay-Z. I did.
On that one?
I did. See, I mean, I don't think I would have heard it had you not put it out there, but I was listening. I'm like, okay, I like his, like his vibe. I like, what I'm saying, how it all come together.
I ain't never heard Jay-Z rap. No, I ain't never heard Jay-Z rap. No
but
way.
Listen, I listen to a lot of music. Okay, listen to a lot of music. Okay.
Listen, I like Jay.
You'd be surprised.
I think if I had to choose the greatest of all time, I would say objectively it's Jay. He checks every checkbox, every metric. It's Jay.
Yeah, like your whole flow. It kind of gave a little bit to me. That's not a bad thing, though.
It's not a bad thing. He's
it's smooth.
Yeah, but if I had to say I patterned myself after anyone, it's probably Yasin Bey or Mos Def. Like that's really.
See, now you gonna talk about Mos Def again? Now let's. Because I wasn't gonna bring him up.
I don't know why. Like he's the reason I started.
I wasn't gonna bring. I know exactly. I know that. Like I remember. I remember because when you say Mos Def, now you just open up a can of
he has a song called Mathematics. Like obviously I had heard rap before him. The first rapper who I ever heard, and Tupac was the first rapper I ever heard and said to myself, okay, what is this?
Right.
Because, I'm from the west side of Chicago, and obviously, you hear stuff growing up, Twista and the Speed Knot Mobsters, Crucial Conflict,
right?
All that stuff.
Oh, I hadn't heard Crucial Conflict in so long. Oh my gosh!
Listen, Crucial Conflict.
Listen, you trying to call out my age now? So,
but yeah, that's what I grew up hearing. And it sounded fine, but I couldn't relate to it. It was street shit. You dig?
Right.
Pac's song Changes. I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace of races. I wonder what it takes to make this. Right.
Right.
That was the first song that made me go, huh, okay, something different here. And then after Will Smith came out with the song Just the Two of Us. I mean, it's Will Smith. Right. But again, it was something different than what I was hearing. He was rapping about his son. The first time the doctor placed you in my arms, I knew I'd meet death for I'll let you be harmed. What was it? I
just I appreciate how you think, man, how you break things down. Keep talking. I'm listening.
Yeah. And then somehow, there used to be this platform called launch.com. And somehow I stumbled onto that platform and fell down a rabbit hole of underground New York rap. And I stumbled across Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Pharoah Monch, everybody who was signed to what would have been called Raucous Records at the time. And Mos Def was the one who grabbed my ear and didn't let go.
Listen, we can talk about him all day long.
He has a song called Mathematics. The whole joint is steeped in numbers. 1 for Charlie Hustle, 2 for Steady Rock, 3 for the forthcoming live Future Shop. It's 5 dimensions, 6 senses, 7 firmaments of heaven and hell, 8 million stories to tell, 9 planets. What is it? 9 planets keep in probable orbit with the probable 10th. The universe expands length. Body of my text possess extra strength, power lifting the powerless up out of this time. Like that song that song made me say, I want to do that.
I know that's right.
Mathematics, and that changed my life. I ain't been the same.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, because
if
ahead.
someone was going, my bad, I'm droning.
No, go ahead. You got to though. Come on.
Yeah.
I like it. You got to.
If I was going to draw a comparison to anyone, I would hope it would be Mos Def.
And it is.
Okay.
It is to me.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Like you didn't see like, you know, like my little whole like intro description. Like, yeah, like you give like Mos Def vibes. And to you youngins that don't even know, listen, y'all listen, go check out Mos Def. Okay. Like
well, he goes by a different name now. So they would have to look
Does
up.
He really?
He goes by Yasin now.
I heard you say that.
Yeah. YASIINBEE, excuse me. But he's the same brilliant artist he's always been. His style is different. It's not nearly as dense. You know, it's a more laid back flow. But he's no less sharp. He actually just dropped an album with Kweli 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
And he rapping on that album, man.
I didn't think that he got enough flowers. Like,
he didn't.
I'm just gonna be honest.
No,
I don't think Mos Def got his flowers because he was really, he could move a crowd.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I appreciate his music.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks now because again, we don't have a lot of music now on mainstream that does that same thing for us. You know, for us that we're used to, you know. Right now it's a lot of garbled junk on mainstream. I can't take it, you know, but a lot of music with substance and like purpose. We like that, and that's kind of sad. So I respect a lot of, I call them independent artists, you know. I respect them more, you know, because I feel like they really are like investing in themselves and they're really getting it out the mud and they're standing like 10 toes on their boundaries. They're not like willing to sell their soul for whatever, you know, because to them it really is about the music, you know. So again, that's why I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
You know, so but yeah, I definitely, you know, see the Mos Def, you know, the Jay-Z, you know, you have that swag and I like it because it does stand out from, again, a lot of what's out there right now. And I can appreciate it because, again, I'm a music lover, you know, all types of music.
There are some newer names that I rock with heavy. Like I really like Mick Jenkins. I really like Vince Staples. I think he's super dope. I like JID.
I never heard of any of them.
Hold on. I'm gonna put them in the private
Please.
chat.
Okay. Please. I never heard of any of them.
Mick Jenkins. Saba Pivot is dope. JID. I'm trying to give you somebody from every region.
Dang, man. Them some names.
Yeah. Vince is from Cali. Mick is from Chicago. Saba's from Chicago. JID's from Atlanta. Nick Grant. He's from South Carolina. Nick is dope.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Nick is cold. That's a solid 5 to start with. Rhapsody. Okay. Rhapsody, who's from North Carolina. You heard of Rhapsody?
I think I did. Yeah, sounds familiar.
Gotta check out Rhapsody. She cold. I'm trying to think of anybody
I think
else.
I did hear about her. Yeah.
I gave you 6 names. Start with those 6.
Okay, thank you. That's my homework, y'all. That's my homework. So let me ask you before we dive into another song, and we're gonna dive into that later, y'all. So y'all just hold your pants, be patient. Right. You shared you know, your experience, you know, in the apology. Was that what it's called, right? The apology. And you say you pretty much carry that with you for a while.
Yeah.
The things you wanted to say. How do you decide, or when do you know is the right moment to like share parts of your personal story through lyric? Or is it sort of like, you know, you're moved by music to do it?
I am an intensely guarded person. When I reach the point where I just can't sit on it anymore, that's when it's time to do something with it.
You know what I always say though? I always say those are the moments when like some of your best energy your best music is born.
Yeah.
And I strongly believe that whenever you're carrying these things or these moments are so overwhelming or intense, and you do put it on paper or you put it on, you record it, those are some of the most powerful songs, and it resonates a lot more deeper with other people because they can pretty much like me, for example, I can feel that through song. So yeah. Okay, I appreciate that.
Like with the apology, like I said, I dreamed of those lyrics for almost a year. The first 8 bars or so. It just
that's deep.
I couldn't. It affected the quality of my sleep. I didn't sleep well for a whole year. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I say that song was catharsis. It wasn't intended to be for public consumption, but it turned out to be really, really good, and the people who heard it really, really moved by it. If I had my own, if it left to my own devices, you wouldn't have heard that record. There was a lot of folks around me, and the guy with whom I run the label, with whom I run Sonic and he told me, "Hey, bro, I'm dropping this. I don't care what you finna do. I'm dropping this.
Okay.
I have the password to our distributor, so
and I think
I'm just like, what?
And I think that if that was like me too, if I had access to that when it comes to True and his music, I would do the same thing. I'll drop a lot of stuff.
He's done it a few times.
I have a whole rollout plan. Like, you want to sit there and not do anything? Okay, I'll get this out for you. Or surprise, I kind of went ahead and put this out.
I have a song called "Rely on Me" where I'm rapping about what it was like to meet my newborn nephew for the first time. I sat on that song for a few years because it in hindsight it's stupid, but it felt soft to me. He was like, "Bro, this is beautiful. Like, I'm dropping this song. I don't care how you feel about it."
That's what
like. Yeah,
y'all artists just trip me out sometimes.
I'd be overthinking.
I mean, but it's interesting and it's funny to watch, but it's also at the end of the day, I appreciate what comes from that because when it does come out into lyrics, it's a dope moment. It's powerful. It's beautiful. It's all those things that again we need to feel. As listeners. Something that resonates, man. That's just me. I'm big on connection. I feel like I connect a lot through music.
I agree.
Yeah.
And the further I've moved into my music career, the more I agree. When I first started, it was a whole lot of rapidy, rap, and I'm good at that. But I've noticed that the best way to build a dedicated listener base is to craft music around experiences.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've tried to do a hell of a lot more recently.
Yeah. And I think my love for music, it unknowingly started in my I want to say around the age of 4 or 5. I was a daddy's girl. And this is talking about tell my age again. My daddy had like the eight tracks.
What? Okay.
He had the 8 tracks and he had like the records. Like, and I think back then they had like, what do you call those? Cassettes. Right? They had cassettes. But my dad was so like vintage, he would like go to like thrift shops and look for cassettes, even when as far as getting like a record player.
Vinyl?
And yes, because I got put on to Stephanie Mills like that. Stephanie Mills.
I'm releasing a vinyl in January.
Quit playing.
Yes.
Listen, bring that back.
Yes.
I think that is so smooth, man. I think it's so smooth. I love the needle on the vinyl. I love it. I just love how it sounds when it comes on. It just, I don't know, it just give you that
crackling sound, that really warm.
Yes, exactly. Yep. I can remember him playing Stephanie Mills all the time. I never knew a love like this before. I don't know the name of the actual song, but it was and a few others, man. Like, I would just play it when he was gone or be in the car, and I'll just take one of the cassettes and put it in there and play it. And I don't know, like, it's a lot of songs that I was listening to that I shouldn't have been at an early age, but I think it did something for me, like, I really do. And I appreciate that kind of music to this day because it's timeless. It's
It is
timeless, man.
music that's based in experiences,
Mm-hmm.
moves you 10, 20, 30 years later. And
Mm-hmm.
my hope is that songs like The Apology and The Vow,
Yeah.
because I think it's timeless. Like,
No,
unfortunately, people will always, contrary to the opinion of some people, The Apology is not an anti-abortion record.
right.
It's a song about having the freedom to make your own decisions and learning to live with the impact of those decisions.
Right. And I and
Mhm.
I get that too. It was the place
Yeah.
you were in.
Yeah.
You both were
And
in different places
mhm.
at the same time.
Yeah.
This happening did not align with what, your plans were for the moment.
Yeah.
Vice versa. So I get that. I mean, people need to really open up their not just their ears, but their mind. Welcome in True Music. Thanks for joining.
Oh, yeah,
True
I remember True.
Music.
But I bring that up because more importantly than that, it's about having the freedom to make those decisions.
It absolutely.
And
Yes.
so that song is inherently pro-choice because
Right.
I wanted the freedom to make the decision. I wanted the freedom to make the mistake, and it was a
Right.
grave mistake. It's one that I regret deeply. But I want the freedom to continue to make those decisions.
Right.
And
And the
so,
life that we live and the journey that we are on, that is those things come with it.
mhm,
These experiences is what um I believe shape us
mhm,
into being that better version of ourselves in the next couple of hours,
yeah,
the next 24 hours, and so on and
yeah,
so on and so on.
definitely.
So it's not, people, you're gonna have your nitpickers. That we have nitpickers all over. They
Mhm,
have a job to do,
mhm,
but I think anyone again who takes, listen to music as a gift versus it just being, something to do. Music is a gift, man.
mhm,
From actual, like, genuine, transparent artists.
mhm,
like what True said. I love that you make music that describes your journey. I think that's a part of all of us as artists that we should be introducing to our audiences. Period.
I agree.
I agree with that 100%. And I appreciate any artist that does that,
Mhm,
you know?
yeah,
So yeah, that's definitely dope. I appreciate that, man.
mhm,
Um, Let me ask you this too. You spoke on relationships in the early parts of our conversation,
yep,
and you kind of spoke on them again.
yep.
Um, how do you like how hard is that for you? Like how do you navigate the demands of personal relationships while pursuing your music career? I know a lot of artists, they have like this whole mind, this whole goal thing. Like, I want to get to a certain point in my career before I want, start dating, or,
Mhm,
you know, you may have some that want to have fun while
mhm,
they're in this journey of music. Or you
mhm,
may have someone who's really like, wanting that person,
mhm.
but because of your experiences and like dating previously and having those not work out, does it kind of put that like doubt in your mind to pursue
No,
relationships?
no, because everyone's different, and
Right.
I make it a point to let time pass before I move from one serious relationship to another,
Right.
uh, because I don't want to carry the baggage or any preconceived notions from one woman to the next.
You know what? I can respect that 100%. And I
Yeah,
think women should do the same. No, I'm so serious. I'm so freaking serious. That's important.
yeah,
Um, when navigating your passions, your personal life,
mhm,
your um your thing. and while dating,
Mhm.
you know, and if things don't work out, I believe in being healed and
Mhm.
addressing all things with myself,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
prior to how I move in the future, because I don't want to bring like this version of myself into something different
Mhm.
or new.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I wish we all wish people think like that, but no, they don't.
People do what works for them. For some people, the
They
best way to get over the ex is to get somebody new. That's never really
yeah,
served me. So I don't do that. But for some people, that's what they need.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I guess to get what for time to go by.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm better just kind of letting it
Like a
stew for a week.
band-aid.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah. We all develop our own approach. And my
we
approach,
do.
I need space between
I
different interactions.
I need space and connection. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, just like
Yeah.
music. You don't make music for nothing.
Yeah. You're right.
That when you're making music, that's a commitment. Like you're really pouring a lot of yourself into this.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
same when it comes to relationships. You're now sharing your life with somebody else. So I look at, like, to me, music and relationship, I don't know. It goes, again, depending on the person, it
Mhm.
goes well together.
Mhm.
It goes together like ice cream and cake.
Yeah. It certainly can.
Or
Like
peanut butter and jelly.
I've had some partners who inspired some amazing music, and
Okay.
I've had some partners who ain't inspiring nothing. So
Uh,
yeah, it depends. It depends.
it's kind of like, he said depends.
It does.
Well,
It
the,
does.
the good thing about, but listen though, the good thing about an artist though, he or she's gonna always find
Yeah,
something to say lyrically, and it
but I
doesn't
don't want
have to.
to have to find it. Like I've had partners where I didn't have to find it. It was just there. It was
Right.
just there. Like I looked at her and it spawned a whole 4-minute song just from looking at her. And I've had other partners who was like,
That's crazy.
you gotta go.
Now, when I say fine, I mean like more so like find like their next, hit, like
Oh, word. Okay.
the next song.
Okay.
Like you guys, like y'all can go outside and just sit in the
Yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
And then you have a question that pop up in your mind, and you know what? That's inspiration to you already. And then you
Yep.
have a freaking 3-minute, 4-minute,
Mhm.
or even a 2-minute and 30-second song
Mhm.
already recorded.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen songs come together in
On from nothing.
less than an hour from nothing but silence.
Mhm.
And I've seen a song where, we've just been like vibing for hours and hours, listening to music, then stopping, having conversation, creating a beat. Whole process took several hours, but it was all worth it,
Mhm.
like, so I appreciate the whole journey from the silence to the thought to laying down the first instrument.
Mhm.
And you spoke about trumpet being like one of your go-tos in your songs
Mhm.
or in any songs. My favorite is electric guitar.
Okay.
I love an electric guitar.
Like a wailing guitar that's like soloing.
Different kinds. It's all kinds. It's
Any
like,
electric guitar is a win.
yes,
Word.
because it's how you put it into the song. Like it's just, yeah, how it's used in the song, basically.
Okay.
Just this next level. It's just
Yeah.
next level intensity. I like that.
Yeah.
I also love hearing like the 808s. I
Mhm.
love hearing like violins, piano.
Okay.
Piano is my second go-to though. But guitar, electric guitar, that's my
Word.
number one. Then
Duly noted.
piano.
I keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll keep that in
Please
mind.
do.
Okay.
Yeah. I love electric guitar. All right. So we're gonna be wrapping this up in a little bit though, Savant.
We can do that.
Listen, man. I appreciate you, man. I want to get into this 1800, and I ain't talking about the liquor.
No.
For all you, people out there that know about that, I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
But this is tell me about this song here.
Let's listen to
Chicago 1800. Okay.
Let's listen to it first. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. This is Chicago 1800 by Sxvxnt. Right. Oh, wait a second. Okay, here we go.
Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Dose, the kids kinda suave, different cast, flagship of the sound is light. Y'all spit liquid in fireballs, might throw you out your melanin. Your cool beans to get it worse, scorched to the skeleton. So tell a frame mechanized, about to get it in. Metal in the shovel, whatever you thought was settled and leveled, and leave it spores. You better believe it, y'all. Blazing 50 with the squad and bless the mic right up to God. Quiet dogs bite hard, word the most part. Show y'all I'm super paradise, dose the Coast Guard. All comers get thrown like a Ryan toss. Y'all are one-hit wonders like Feller and Ryan Hawes. Ha. Feel the force when I spark from the flow starts. Got your women swimming and wishing I leave there swarming. Yo, broad was pleading for me to run in and I brush mine off like Obama did Bill Squall. The stall, the dirty rotten scoundrel offshoot. Call me your nerdy rotten scoundrel. I'm shaking the sound booth and breaking new ground too, and making new boundaries with whatever I pound do. It's like a rebound, smooth, snagged. I'm right in the grooves back. These just like the sag of the rhyme to the groove drags. It's whack. Graffiti's live on the backbeat. Contrasting my style, I'll leave the heat at the track me. Indelibly waxing forever with prestige. This fella will never ever be reveling, lacking in rapping or anything else. Rapidly minting through spells, passion and planet stacked on the rack while I'm giving you hell. Packing the Mac in the back of the act. Nah, I just speed crashing the wax, the back and the sat. You see, spitting steam and preening these fast patterns. Fundamentally dirty, nerdy carries a class lantern ride. Off campus lie, call past the tide. Wilder than band when it lasts. He strives riddles you with a riddling of raps and rhyme. Cracking your jawline, broadside strong like the hawk flies. Eki season means open season on hawk ties. And rest in peace from the skulls who's preaching about all lives. Your rest in pieces if he ain't speak up when Quan died. To let the death of Ricky is he that the law's blind. Or set with reticence at the fleecing of Ron's spine. A letter set in secret, a breast a heaping of Rom's lies. All who with Rom aligned, word to Jabari D. Wallahi made the spawn of the onyx rise. From bronze to Austin, gardens to Hyde, Garfield to Washington Highs, lawn to all that resides. From darker than I, to one drop in a porcelain tide. It's 12, 5, Obama on the blue wall of the shy. Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Pen rips, pad stitch, sun kicking these rhymes bastion. Pen rips, pad stitch, bastion, yeah. Full tilt, yeah. And you say Shot City forever. Rest in peace, Laquan McDonald, Rakia Boyd, Ronald Johnson III. 12. Till the blue wall turns purple. Yeah.
Hey. That definitely gave like that 90s era of rap. Like it was definitely like, yeah, street. I felt that vibe. And I kind of feel like it was like a tribute too. Am I right? Or am I wrong?
There's tribute components to it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. So give me the breakdown, man. I like that. That was dope.
So I went through a phase where like when I was living in LA, I did a whole lot of touring and a whole lot of traveling. And I made it a point to write just a stream of consciousness, freestyle rap in every city that I was in. And there was no particular topic that I would set out to write about. It was just write a rap. Just write a rap. And that night, we played a show in Chicago, and that's what I wrote. The last 12 bars of it are reflective of a news story that I saw. It was a police officer who shot someone, go figure. And Rahm Emanuel, who was the city's mayor at the time, tried to cover it up. And so those last 12 bars kind of address that circumstance. So there was Laquan McDonald, there was Rukia Boy, there was Ronald Johnson III. And so the best way to keep their story alive is to say their names. And so, figured out a way to intertwine them in the rhyme scheme. And the last 12 bars is kind of like a call to arms, if you will. But the first like 30 bars is me just kind of rapping. Just, a whole lot of slick talk. There's slick talk in there. There's college advice in there. It's just,
I heard that.
You know what I mean? So
I heard that. That's dope though. That's dope track and true music. Appreciate you, man. He says dope. It gives me Lupe Fiasco. Am I saying his name right? Fiasco vibes. You're a lyrical monster, bro.
Lupe is a Chicago legend. I mean, Lupe is a legend, period. But we love him we love him particularly ardently in Chicago because that's where he's from. And he's just dropped an album called Samurai, and it's a flawless body of work.
That's dope, man.
If you like the joint that you just heard, you should check out Lupe's most recent album too.
I like that, man. That's dope. Like I've been missing a lot of your stuff. I've been seeing the videos and some of the songs that I've heard some of the songs, but I didn't hear these other two. I heard these other two, and I'm digging those. But that one, that Chicago 1800, that's fire, man. Yeah, I like that. I love music like that as well too, because it makes you think. It makes you, you have to listen. And a lot of times we're not listening for lyrics. We're listening for the beat, the melody, how this makes me feel. And like listen, you pay attention. It means a lot more. It hits a lot deeper. Yeah. So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, man. Like, you got anything else you want to share with us? I just appreciate you for coming, man. I'm excited. I'm happy.
I'm dropping a new song next month, so be on the lookout for that. What else? I'm gonna drop projects next year. It's time. This year was all about I dropped 3 singles this year. One was called Make 'Em Envy, one was called Two Step, and of course there was The Apology. So here's something I want to say. My music cannot be found on Spotify. It can't be found on Apple, and it can't be found on Amazon. And the reason for that is Spotify, this, they pay artists like a fraction of a penny. I think it's 0.03 cent per stream. So that's strike one. Strike two is the CEO of Spotify recently invested like $30 million into military AI. Money that I should be getting paid as an artist, he instead gave to the military industrial complex. Strike two. Strike three, Spotify recently released data on the artists and the way they stream. Apparently, like 12% of the streams generated on Spotify are by AI artists. So not even real people.
You know what? I seen that thing coming out. We talked about this a few months ago. True, like myself, a few others talked about this. It's like, why are they just saturating and diluting every freaking thing that is meant for good?
Because when they do that, they don't have to pay humans.
That's why. But that's taking away so much of what I feel we need, and to those of us that appreciate it.
I agree.
And that's why I'm so. It's like this whole. And I refer to you guys as independent because you are doing these things with your hard-earned money, your time, and I'm so glad to see that people are doing this and going this route to being heard versus, I'm gonna not say too much, but I just appreciate artists who are literally like just pouring out, themselves into the work that they love to do versus just, and I feel like it's a whole movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like, and you mentioned something earlier too about like a lot of artists who have such great talents, man,
Mhm.
and they are not like being heard. And that's why like I jumped on, like I had this vision, right? My podcast, speaking with not just artists, but entrepreneurs, small businesses, like just like community based, but music more so because again, music inspires me. I know it inspires a lot of other people, you know, and I wanted to start there because I feel like music really is what brings community together. It
Mhm.
should be. It
Yeah.
should be,
Yeah.
and we don't have enough of that. So part of my mission and my purpose for this platform is to put that out there, because it's not just me getting from it. Like I call it food. I'm not just eating from you guys.
It is food,
Like
though.
I'm
Yeah.
growing. Yeah, it's food. Yes, I'm growing. I'm growing into what it is that I love to do. And
Mhm.
I'm growing more again into appreciating music because good music needs to be heard.
Yeah.
Needs to
Yeah.
be heard. So I'm
Yeah.
rooting for all of you, man. All of
So,
you. True
but yeah,
Music, you, Savant, Maestro, etc.
so I'm like I said, I'm not on Spotify for that reason. I'm not on Apple because
Right.
Apple threw their support behind Israel during the Gaza conflict. So I'm not on
Wow.
Apple, and I'm not on Amazon because Jeff Bezos threw his support behind Trump. So
Wow.
I took my pennies and I decided to go elsewhere. So my music can be found on YouTube and literally every other
Mm-hmm.
service, but not the three majors.
Mm-hmm.
What
And
I
you
would
do have that
prefer,
link on your Instagram as well
yeah.
to find your music. That's what I clicked on.
So I would prefer people just go to my website, which is
Right.
soundofkanai.com. That's where all
Okay.
is. That's
Okay.
the link that's in my bio is soundofkanai.com. But
Okay.
like if you want to
I'll
listen
put that
to it,
in there.
if you want to listen to it first before you buy it, YouTube is a great place to hear all my music. Until of course I find out that Google is doing something crazy.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't seem like Google doing anything crazy, my music can be found on YouTube, Napster, Tidal, right? It's on
You
Tidal.
said
You know,
Google doing something crazy?
all these major
Listen,
companies, man, they start doing a whole bunch of wild shit, and when that
they
happens,
all doing a lot of wild stuff,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
They all doing a lot of wild, weird stuff, and
Yeah.
it's like, man, come on now. We got to come up with something. We got to come up with something.
Yeah.
You
And I'm
know,
not,
like on our own.
yeah,
Have our own platform, everything based, because again, weird stuff is going on. It's
yeah.
happening.
And I'm not generating a whole bunch of spins, but I'm, my little pennies. I'm gonna take my little pennies and go someplace else.
Absolutely.
So, no Spotify for me, no Apple for me, no Amazon, but literally every place else. And what I would hope is that people would go to my website, which is soundofkanai.com, and that's where all my released music can be located.
And I want to put this up here as well. So if you just, tag me that, I can put it in here as well for the audience to see that.
Oh, yeah, I got you. So here it is.
Yeah.
And then also, before the year is over, at first I thought it was going to be January, but after talking to you, I'm excited. Before the year is over, I'm going to drop a vinyl. I'm going to release it with
Please.
4 records. Yeah.
Please. And I'll see the address on where to send it.
Yeah. It'll be a Christmas stocking stuffer. Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get this in the banner real quick.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get that vinyl wrapped up this week so we can go ahead.
Yes,
and
please.
Yeah.
Please, man. Don't tease me either now. I'm looking for that vinyl.
I did a vinyl drop at the top of this year. Just we printed up 50 copies, and it sold out. It sold out in less than a month. So there is an appetite for vinyl. There is.
Oh yeah. It is, man. Like that's a must have. Any music lover, for any artist, that is a must have, man. So many memories. And you appreciate it a lot more too.
Yeah.
Man, I had so many fun, like so much fun, like just playing my dad's record, like putting the vinyl up there in the little needle, and don't let it get to skipping. Just mess my groove all up. But
no. Ready to fight somebody.
Again.
Vinyl starts getting somebody like that.
These youngers don't even understand. I'm trying to tell you, I love me some vinyl. But before I go, man, before we call it a night, I do want to go ahead and play another, like one more of your songs. This could be like one of the ones we've already heard. I want to go ahead and get that Chicago 1800 again, another spin, man. For real,
I mean,
for real.
I could send you something else if you just like if you want to spin another record.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever you want to do, man.
Let me see. Let
Let us listen. Let us listen.
Let's filibuster a little bit while I find something to send.
Okay, then.
Okay. You know what? I got you. I'm gonna send you the joint that I dropped like a month ago.
Please do, then. Go ahead.
Something like, is this edited? I think it's the edited version. Tell me about the show that you have coming up next week. Who's on that lineup?
Oh, glad you asked. So, it's this month actually. It's this Saturday, November 29th, in Florence at 8 p.m. at Open Mic Jazz Club.
Okay.
On the lineup is True Music, Delano Steele, Quick Tempered. True Music and Delano Steele are out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Quick Temper is at VA.
I met True in Myrtle Beach. I remember True.
Oh yeah. Yep, you did. You did. You know Maestro, the lyricist. We have him on the lineup. Yep, Jessica Gabriel. She's an R&B singer. She's pretty cool. I love her. And then we have a headliner, Keys Two Times, which is he's a dope artist. You know, he's young, he's passionate, man, he's driven. So I can't wait to see him like the stage up, man. I know all of them are awesome. You know, they're gonna do their thing. So I can't wait. I'm excited. And again, this is my very first curated event. I did host the event that One Common Ground had they had curated. I think it was last month. And I was asked to, you know, be guest hostess. I did, and I absolutely loved it because you know, podcasting was again like this is my baby, and also hosting is another like passion of mine. So to like be invited to podcast, I mean not the podcast, the host, I was very excited. But now like my curated event and hosting and putting together the lineup, yeah, I'm excited. Man.
Is there a theme of next week's show?
Well, the theme is the frequency because basically this show is basically debuting the frequency movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
the theme. And the next show that I got it planned for February 28th of 26th, but I may be looking more for like around 28th or the 3rd of March. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull this up.
Keep an August date in mind. Like
I am
early August. Matter of fact, I'll send you a date after this call ends. Because like I said, I'm gonna be doing some touring next year. And when I do my South Carolina run, I'm gonna have an artist with me. And so I'd love to stop through Florence. I'd love to, you know, bring the artist through Florence, and both of us kind of comprise half of a lineup or 2/5 of a lineup, and get some raps off. You know what I mean? He gonna be a rapping ass rapper.
Oh yeah.
Too. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
A rapping ass rapper. I hear that. But I'll tell you what, just keep me in the loop, man. Like message me, text me, keep me in the loop. I'm going in this folder right now. So
there's a woman who lives in Columbia. There's a woman who lives in Columbia. Her name is Alexis. Can you hear me? You there?
I hear you.
Okay. There's a woman in Columbia. Her name is Alexis Oakley. She's so cold. Rapper and singer. You need to be up on Alexis Oakley. You need to be up on Alexis Oakley. I'm gonna drop her name.
You gotta send me the info.
I got you. She lives in Columbia.
Yeah, do that. Okay, and that's not far.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like I said, she raps, she sings. She like 22, I think. Young.
Oh wow.
But just super talented.
Yeah.
Super talented.
That is young, but I love to see it though. I love to see it at when they're young because that's giving them. They're starting out, and then they're gonna have all these years to grow into their artistry, become, even doper. So I love to see that.
It's but she's serious about it. Like she's young, but she's serious about it. She's not playing any games.
Right.
Yeah.
And I believe that. And I love to see that. I love to see that fire, man. All right. So got another hit here by Sxvxnt. It's called Two Step, y'all. So we're gonna have this song take us on out. And again, I appreciate you, Sxvxnt, for just chopping it up with me, man. It's been a minute, but hey,
absolutely,
it's all good because you're here now.
Absolutely.
And I also put your the website in the banner here, you guys. Connect with him on Instagram at Sxvxnt. Follow for new drops, live shows, and unapologetic energy. And also visit soundofcanae.com. That's SOUNDOFCANNAE.com for more music. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to listen to Two Step. Take us on out.
So clap, so clap, so clap, yeah, clap, so clap, yeah, clap, yeah, so clap. Okay, listen, hey. Two-step with me, love, cause I don't give a damn about who testing your love. Just invest in me, let me be your vest for your love. Till everything around you just rest for your love. Hey. Two-step with me, love, and you don't have to worry about what's next for your love. Let the seconds tick away with each breath from your love. In perfect time with my breaths with your love. Hey. Two-step with me, love. I know your daddy wild and upset in your love. All he wants is what's best for your love, and for you to stay his princess, his crest, baby love. Two-step with me, love. Fuck your ex, he's your ex, baby love. He can't help it that he misses you, regretting in love that he ever caused you stress or unrest, baby love. Just two-step with me, love. Lay your head on my chest, baby love, till you're lost in my arms and caress, baby love. Two-step with me, love. Two-step with me, love. Lay your head on my chest, baby love. Reside in my affection, say yes, baby love. Yeah, two-step with me, love. Two-step with me, love. That figure that you got, girl, you're blessed, baby love. Flip the bird to those who say anything less, baby love. They wish they had your ass and your breasts, baby love. Two-step with me, love. I know my people hard to digest and they're tough. They don't mean anything by it, they're just jesting your love. So go ahead and give it like you get from them, love. Two-step with me, love. I know it's been a hell of a quest with me, love. I can promise that what's next is the best between us, and we'll meet every challenge with the zest of our love. Two-step with me, love. Now why you looking at me like I've pested your love? You know you're fine as hell when you're vexed and you're bugged. Keep on giving me that glare, we gon' sex, baby love. Just two-step with me, love. Lay your head on my chest, baby love, till you're lost in my arms and caress, baby love. Two-step with me, love. Two-step with me, love. Lay your head on my chest, baby love. Reside in my affection, say yes, baby love. Two-step with me, love. Two-step with me, love. Lay your head on my chest, baby love, till you're lost in my arms and caress, baby love. Two-step with me, love. Two-step with me, love. Lay your head on my chest, baby love. Reside in my affection, say yes, baby love.
All right, that was a whole vibe, Sxvxnt. That was a whole vibe. I can see us getting down to that, two-stepping. See, I like that kind of music, man. In
Chicago, we step we're steppers in Chicago, and that song, it's the perfect tempo, the perfect feel. So it
really is.
That's what that record is for. That's what that.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that because that's what R. Kelly's "Step in the Name of Love" R&B version, and then you have this right here, hip hop version. So listen, I can see this being spin on the spin.
Yep.
At an event. Yeah. I can see this for real.
Yep. That's
what I appreciate you, man. Well, I really appreciate you coming through, man, and just sitting down with me, chopping it up, listening to some music, man, sharing it with the audience. I appreciate that. And we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Again, you guys, follow me on all social media platforms at TALLBAE Official. And again, you can visit soundofcanae.com for more music, more Sxvxnt's music. And again, you can also connect with him on Instagram, on his IG at SXVXNTSOC. And again, this was Into the Frequency with TALLBAE, where artistry meets authenticity. So you guys, until next time, later.